The Mack at Night Show. Twitter at Mack on the Radio.
How long have you been in Miami?
I've been in Miami less than 24 hours.
Okay, less than 24.
Yes.
And what have you done in Miami?
I
Chaos
ordered
have you caused it?
popcorn from room service last night. It was
$20
pretty
popcorn?
crazy.
$20 popcorn?
They like gave it complimentary.
Oh,
It
see?
was so nice.
That's what happens when you're a megastar.
Yeah, free popcorn.
Free popcorn, damn.
But then it was like fancy popcorn, like with truffle sauce or whatever, and it like was really
Fancy sauce.
Yeah, like fancy sauce. And I was like, man, I just wanted some like Orville Redenbacher butter popcorn.
Some basic stuff.
Yeah.
What have you gotten for free? Like I always like asking that question because they come up with the most random things.
Yeah.
People have gotten cars, clothes.
I've gotten some really cool stuff. I get a lot of free clothes and like, I don't know, like a bunch of jewelry and stuff like that. I haven't gotten a car.
No.
Would have been nice.
Bring
Just
BMW,
throwing it
stick to
out
listening.
there.
Yes, just throwing it out there. BMW, Porsche, anything you want.
Yeah, you're like Ferrari. No
The
one
collection, just call us, please. Call us. I know that we have a bunch of your fans are in here. I know they have questions for you, so we're going to get to that. One of the things I want to ask you, you follow all your fans on Twitter. Do you reply back to all of them? Do you try to?
I haven't started following that yet. I'm going to start following once I hit like 4 million.
Okay, 4 million.
Yes.
You're at what, like 3, right?
3.7.
3.7. Okay, everybody start following now.
We follow.
We
Oh
follow.
my God,
Okay, I'm Zoe, and I wanted to ask, like, who do you look up to?
Who do I look up to? I look up to a lot of people. There are people like Rosario Dawson and Ava Longoria, and not only are they just some of the sweetest women you'll ever meet, but they're actually doing things, charitable things like, you know, I know that Eva does a lot and Rosario does a lot, but also Angelina Jolie too.
Yeah.
So I look up to people like that use their voice and their talents for the greater good.
Now I got to ask this, and just kind of changing the topic a little bit. Were you a fan of Amy Winehouse?
Yeah, Amy Winehouse. I mean, who wasn't a fan of her?
Right.
She was such an incredible talent that like was so fresh and so new at that time, and I knew all of her songs word for word. So.
Okay. Do you feel like Hollywood kind of turns a blind eye to those celebs that have issues? Because I feel like that's kind of what happened to her.
Well, I think it was really difficult probably for someone like her who came out with a song called Rehab to like
Right. have
to change her persona completely. And I think that sometimes people glamorize the partying and the drinking and the drugs when you're a rock and roller or when you're in that kind of genre of musicians. And you know, I think that what people don't realize is there are some people out there in Hollywood and all over the place that actually don't really live those lifestyles,
Right.
you know. And I think it's important. I hope it's a wake up call to a lot of people that you can't live that lifestyle forever. And you know, at the end of the day, your talent is the reason why you got there, and you really don't want to do anything to mess it up. Like I surround myself with a lot of really good influences that aren't going to lead me down that path.
Okay.
And yeah, so and I still continue my treatment and things like that, and I'm really strong in my recovery. I make it a daily priority.
Do you feel like the paparazzi? Yeah, that's why. Yeah, for real. Come on. Did you ever get any privacy like while you were in recovery? Were paparazzi like trying to scale buildings to just get one
Like
shot?
treatment or recovery?
Treatment. Sorry.
I'm in recovery right now.
And you got a lot of camera phones around you. So.
When I was in treatment, it was pretty good. It was a private area, so you weren't allowed in, and when they were allowed in, I remember some of my friends that I made in treatment were like, we're not going to get in trouble, we'll go after them. It was really funny, they have my back, but, I mean, Christmas, I spent in treatment, and when I went to go to, the movies on a pass with my family, they kind of, bombarded me there, which was, I mean, pretty, frustrating and disappointing because I wanted to just spend Christmas with my family. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's the lifestyle that I have, dreamed of my entire life. Not the paparazzi part, but, being in front of people singing. And so, I can't complain about it because I knew this would happen. It's just sometimes it is a bummer.
Okay. Now, you know, speaking of music, Skyscraper, by the way, you guys love the single?
Yay! How many of you guys have checked it out on iTunes? All of you guys? Yes. What about the Spanish version?
Yes. Very good.
Could we
Yay!
get you to do it in Spanish, just a little bit? Would you be able to do
In
it in Spanish?
Spanish.
Would you be able to
Well,
do
I'm
it in
not fluent in Spanish, so I actually had like a piece of paper and a translator like next to me.
Spanish?
So I still have to learn Spanish.
Does
to
anybody
feel
know it in
comfortable.
Spanish in here? Does anybody know it in Spanish? Yes, no?
I mean, I know like a little bit.
A little bit in Spanish? Could you give us a little bit?
Yeah, I'll
Or-
do like
okay.
a tiny.
You guys want to hear this?
Yes.
Okay, let's get a little bit.
And it's like one line.
That's fine.
Como rascacielos.
See, there you go.
It's really hard to like memorize songs in a different language. So I still have to memorize the whole thing because I just sang through it a few times. But yeah, I still got to do that.
Wait till we do the Russian version. That's gonna be really complicated.
You know what? That's in the works.
Speaking of which, I want to talk about some of the up-and-coming projects that you have, movies, shows, all that stuff, and focus more on the music as well. And I know other fans here, we're going to give them a crack at the mic. Coming up, Demi Lovato in studio, hang out. It's Y100.
The Mack at Night Show. Twitter at Mack on the Radio.